No! Chan chose his own path. Every man is responsible for his own destiny. Shang Tsung killed my brother! You're mine!
Hey, yo, friends. What the hell is going on? It is your weekly Monday therapy session with In Madness podcast. This is episode 120. Shawn the Butcher here with Vertebrae33. What's going on?
What's going on, Shawn? I have a special treat for this episode. I've got these a dish of fireballs here, Shawn. Fireballs. Fireball, fireball, fireball.
Are those the spicy gums?
They're like the hard candies, the fireball hard candy. But I'm gonna
they're like really sour.
I'm gonna shoot these at people because that's my finisher, right?
I
You're
think
gonna tell
you
me
should
to finish it.
100% try one on the podcast.
No, nobody wants to listen to me do that with a podcast, but slurping and getting all disgusting. I might sound like Raiden if I do that. I might sound like he gets all slippery when he talks.
Make sure you follow us on all of the socials. This is the premier podcast, In Madness Pod, at In Madness Pod on every single one of the socials. Next week, we are dipping into the mail sack. Psycho Ninja, I'm waiting for you. Charlie, I'm waiting for you. These are people who like to hit us up like separately on the side and tell us about things. I don't want to hear about it in my text messages. I don't want to hear about it in the DMs. I want you to hit us in the mail sack with your email or your voice note, inmadnesspod@gmail.com. Check us out right now on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe, comment, give us the 5-star reviews on everything. Check out the In Madness Spotify playlist, which is going to have, I think, Twist of Cain from Danzig now for Kano and Techno Syndrome, the one of the greatest movie scores of all time, up there with the works of John Williams.
Oh, he's just doing this to rub it in.
John Carpenter. Check it all out on the In Madness Pod. If you would like to get some In Madness merchandise,
we have merch, Shawn.
Perhaps a shirt, perhaps a mug. You can pick up all of these things at inmadness.com. It'll bring you to Vertebrae's website. There's a little drop-down menu on the website that says In Madness. All of the merch is right there. Tell everybody you know about this podcast and about the merch. We drop a new episode every single Monday. Spread the In Madness tentacles all around the world. Tell every friend you know. Also, quickly, before the mug reveal, tell us about the Amazon thing, Vertebrae.
Oh, so we have started like kind of an Amazon page, and you can go there, and I started breaking down the categories, and the link is in the description for this episode, and it'll be in there for every episode. So it'll essentially have the books we talked about, the records we talked about, the movies we talked about on 4K or digital. There's some collections. I put a Jaws collection up there, so you could get a shirt, a mug, a lunchbox. There's a Halloween collection up there. You like Michael Myers, go and check it out. I highlighted a really cool toy that's in there. So this is something we'll be doing going forward. I'm trying to go back and include movies that we talked about already. But after each episode, we'll update it, and it'll have the current products that you could get, around that episode, because we talk about it. So it's not like I'm being like a shameless shill here, Shawn. It's like I brought up the book, I brought up the movie. Here's a link to get it. It's one way you could support this podcast. We've talked about a Patreon in the past. Shawn and I are not raking in millions of dollars from this podcast. So, to offset some of the cost, if we've set this store up, I figure you get to buy something you'd want, right? And we get a little percentage of it. So it's a way to kind of maybe even grow the audience a little more. We will get to a Patreon. It's just us trying to figure out what that Patreon means. I have some ideas. Behind the scenes is very difficult for us to get on and figure that out. So the idea of adding an additional episode for the Patreon, maybe not possible. Maybe it's going to just be, hey, do you want to support? And hey, do you want a free shirt, or do you want this or that? We can figure that out. Maybe there'll be a tier where you can, come on the podcast or pick a movie yourself, or those types of things. So we're trying to broaden everyone's horizons in any way we can and keep this podcast going strong. So check out the Amazon link. It'll be in all our socials. We will also tweet about it. I'll also include it in all the notes, and there'll be a store. So you don't have to remember what was that link from that movie or whatever. Everything will be in the store, and I've already got it categorized. Despite my better judgment, Shawn, I've organized it in a way that seems fit for human consumption.
I'm proud of you for being so organized with the Amazon page. That's badass. And with that, what mug do you have for this week's wacky ass episode of In Madness Pod?
So I didn't know what to use. So I have this Star Wars mug, but it's from Pt.2, and it's very they're like buildings and stuff like that. So I figured that kind of works because we have some of these castles, or not castles, but we got this tower, and we've got
temples
all this
and whatnot,
temples and structure in there. So I thought it would work.
What movie are we doing?
Yeah, we're doing Mortal Kombat from 1995. After you get us caught up on where we're at, I have a couple quick things that I want to talk to you about. But first, let's get everyone caught up.
This is gonna be a quickie because I'm not gonna go through every single friggin' detail. I'm just gonna give you the basic gist of it. We got our big bad Shang Tsung, stealer of souls, kills this dude named Chan, who ends up being brother of Liu Kang. He's now got a vendetta against Shang Tsung and wants to kill his ass. We also got Sonya Blade, badass cop lady, on the hunt for Kano, who killed her partner. Also, we got actor / kung fu expert Johnny Cage, not doing well in the tabloids. Everyone says he's a fraud. We also got Lord Raiden, god of thunder and lightning. He's here to offer our heroes guidance along their journey. Liu is on a mission to kill Shang Tsung. Sonya is on a mission to kill Kano. Johnny Cage's mission is to win this tournament called Mortal Kombat so the world stops thinking he's a fraud. They must go against adversaries like Sub-Zero, who can shoot these ice balls and freeze you and kill you. Also, Scorpion, this twisted soul straight from hell with a skull for a head and a cool harpoon creature that shoots out of his hand. Raiden tells our heroes the point of this tournament is to decide the fate of Earth. Shang Tsung has won 9 tournaments. If he wins 10, the Emperor can invade Earthrealm and enslave all human souls. Along their journey, they're joined by Princess Kitana, who also helps guide them along the way. However, Kitana is being watched by Shang Tsung's goon, Reptile. This is like a shape-shifting being. It spits acid. We also have Prince Goro, Shang Tsung's buddy with 4 arms. He's a certified killing machine. Shang's ace in the hole when it comes to winning Mortal Kombat. Sonya ends up fighting and killing Kano in the tournament. Johnny Cage ends up fighting and killing Scorpion in his own little hellhole, leaving Scorpion an autograph, which is also Johnny Cage's friendship in the Mortal Kombat game, which you can hear me gushing my love for in the previous episode for about 15 straight minutes, which might make this episode a little shorter. And that's pretty much where we left you on our last episode.
Thank you. So a couple of things I wanted to bring up. One, we talked about Goro, right? What is his name? Prince what?
Goro.
Prince Goro. So I'm going to tell you 2 things. One, Shawn, that's why I said Goro, is because my daughter, and we realized this as we were watching part 2, this is how the whole family gets involved. Neither my wife or daughter have seen Mortal Kombat before. Now neither of them have seen the first half of Mortal Kombat because they sat and watched the second half of Mortal Kombat with me.
Only?
So they watched only.
Oh my
So
Lord.
I just got them up to speed. I probably did a Shawn style recap as we went along.
Wow.
And what I was reminded of by my daughter is she had an imaginary friend when she was younger named Goro.
Whoa.
And they had a friend named Gyro. So she was like, oh, it's like Goro. And I was like, was that what your imaginary friend looked like? And she was like, no, he looked much nicer than that. So I thought that was funny. But we also talked about him being a puppet human hybrid. So it's like a suit with like animatronics and all of that. So we were talking about in there. The only thing they used really the CG, Sean, because I was looking it up again because I was curious, is the lip movement. They kind of went in to make sure that they could have that moving with the voices. The other note I had is like the plot of this thing is kind of like a nod to, well, there's a lot of Star Wars ripoffs, which we'll get to, heavy Star Wars ripoffs.
Influences.
Okay, influences, or to one person's influences, another person's ripoff. But there's a tournament on an isolated island, which is basically Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon film as well. So that was kind of an interesting note where it was like, I feel like I've sort of been in this world a little bit before. I got some bits and I got a lot of questions about this second half of this movie.
Fantastic.
I put the wrong mug. I should have used the Star Wars mug last week and the utterly ridiculous mug for this week.
You didn't know what the second half of this movie was going to be like. You only watched the first half.
No. And you know what? I didn't have Charlie around to spoil a movie from 1995 for me. So I went into this kind of
careful what you wish for.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're back on Mortal Kombat Beach. That's what I'm calling it. Shang Tsung makes Liu Kang fight his girlfriend, Princess Kitana. But during the fight, she keeps giving him all these little like cheat codes. If you don't fight with all your heart, there's no hope. To win your next match, use the element that brings life. Remember my words. Shang Tsung is pissed by this display and he ends their fight.
So what? All right, explain this to me. We're on the beach. It's blazing hot. There's a bunch of dudes in robes standing around with the hoods up. And they're fighting each other, but this isn't in the tournament. So what's the point of this fight?
I mean, it might be part of the tournament.
But it's not the tournament setup, right?
Well,
it's just like sparring. Like his intention is not to have him to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And vice versa.
I don't know what I think his intention was to see if she would hurt him. But she didn't take that route.
Yeah. I feel like the directors are like, we need to film on this beautiful beach.
Yeah.
We need to see
because they fight all over the island. They fight in things, they fight outside of things.
But they're fighting to like kill each other. And sometimes they're these epic battles. Sometimes they're not epic battles, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But
I hope you're not talking about my epic battle.
This is just like happening to happen. And you said cheat codes. So does this happen in the game? Is there a part where you can get extra knowledge from her?
No. This has nothing to do with it. This whole scene is kind of weird. Even her hints are super cheesy and weird. And I completely understand that. But I feel like, but there are cheat codes like in the game where you could like get secret characters and get like health and get like super speed and like. Yeah, so it's cool because like, they have the face-off screen like right before the match happens. In Mortal Kombat, I think 2, they have all these little boxes at the bottom. And if you just like button mash in the load screen while the guys are facing off, you could pop up like different things. And if you get the correct sequence, then like that code is activated for that fight. Man, Mortal Kombat's the best. But yeah, that's basically what Kitana's doing, is giving them all like the little cheat codes.
And in perfect makeup too, by the way. Her hair and makeup is perfect on that.
She's a princess.
But also got to ask, Sean, wouldn't this technically be Mortal Kombat 10?
Wait, this movie?
Yeah, because they fought 9 other Mortal Kombat.
Yes, technically, yes. If you're being technical about it. Well, also this Mortal Kombat's been going on for centuries. So
they should have stolen another idea from Star Wars, right? Instead, like it's Star Wars: A New Hope, and then they retitled it Episode 4. This could have been Mortal Kombat Episode 10.
Yeah,
just blew everybody's mind.
We cut to this other awesome looking level. There's stairs, statues. Raiden walks in with some druids. They leave a bucket in the middle of the room, and in walks Liu Kang, who was welcomed by Sub-Zero. Badass of badasses. They square off face to face, just like the game. Battle ensues.
I thought it was very cool. You enter this room, you've got some more druids. That room is very cool looking. There's an awesome painting on the floor that's really neat. I couldn't figure out what that was. Like it's some kind of face. I don't know whose face that is. But that was really cool. And then I wrote my notes. Here he comes, Freezy boy, using his snow
Biofreeze.
powers. Yeah, biofreeze.
He's a gangster. He's a ninja. He's whooping ass. He's jumping off walls. He's doing backflips. He's so nasty. Liu Kang gets a shot in, but that's a bad idea because Sub-Zero starts charging up, ready to freeze Liu Kang, who remembers Katana's words. Use the element which brings life. So Liu picks up the bucket of water that's sitting in the middle of the room. He spins it around and he throws it at Sub-Zero. The water becomes like an arrow and freezes in his snow globe, and it impales Sub-Zero, killing him.
So, first of all, that part where he's remembering her, but seeing her and she's talking to him, that was so
cheesy,
weird. And then this guy he's not resistant to this ice. He's the one shooting it out of people. Is the way to have other ice like come into his body? Like that seems weird. And obviously the element of life being water was my Mrs. Vertebrae yelled it out when we got to this part. Right, almost right away. She was like, water. It's like the guy comes in the room. It's like a play. He comes in and puts this bucket down. So you're like, what's in that bucket? But I was staring at the floor, so I didn't notice the bucket. But yeah, I figured he'd be.
I was staring at the bucket, so I didn't notice the floor.
Oh, the floor is really cool looking. So, like, John, he goes out pretty quick.
And which is unfortunate because he is one of my favorite dudes, and he gets iced pretty quickly. Which, you know, there's so many characters and there's only so much time, and they do squeeze a lot in here with a little bit. So yeah, I mean, they had him kill a guy, which was cool, and then he gets immediately killed. I mean, there's only so much I guess you could do with it before. Yeah, but no, he did get taken out quick. And again, another dude, like his fatality in Mortal Kombat, he would rip your goddamn head off and your spine would be there dangling. And again, as a 9-year-old kid, and I'm like, whoa, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. You're waiting for him in this PG-13 movie to rip some dude's head off like Predator and have his spine dangling, which never happens. So you lose Sub-Zero and you're like, damn, we didn't get to see the fatality.
Yeah, two things about that. One, all of those cool powers, and he just gets killed by an icicle, essentially. And then two, this is PG-13, but Jaws was PG.
Right? Different era. We're talking about
of blood in Jaws.
That's like what year was Jaws?
Jaws was what did we say it was in the last episode? 78? 8? Wow. So people are gonna be like, they don't listen to their own episodes. Listen, we put a lot of this on short-term memory.
Difference.
Well, it's 50 years old, Sean. Jaws. So it's 75.
Yeah.
What's wrong with us? We just celebrated the 50th anniversary. Yeah. Morons.
But we're talking about exactly 20-year separation between Jaws and Mortal Kombat. So the world has stiffened up a little bit.
Yeah, there's like not a drop of blood in this movie.
Not
really
even
at all.
Yeah. For Mortal Kombat, there is. It's so funny. There is a drop of blood from like a lip. That's literally for Mortal Kombat, the game with the most blood that everybody was freaking out about. They ixnayed the blood.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Kittner boy scene blows anything away in this movie for that, right? Yeah.
Shang Tsung goes to tell Prince Goro it's time to whoop some ass. And one after another, we get all these dudes getting their ass handed to them. No one messes with Goro. Yeah,
he says we've let these humans win enough, is what he says to him.
Not anymore. Goro's a friggin' monster, and I love him. So now he goes to fight Art Lean.
Wait, hold on, Sean. That is the silliest thing ever. They don't show him fight any of these guys.
None of them.
You just see him flop on the ground.
It gets the point across. It's body after body after body, and you're like, man, Goro is kicking ass.
Yeah, but like I want to see this guy throw a punch.
No, that's the thing. Like it's like getting Jaws. It's like the less is more. I think, and I'm sure he was like hard to function. They're like, we can't make him fight and have it.
Well, that's 100% believable. That had to have happened for that reason.
So he goes to fight Artleen. Artleen, I really don't know him. He's just some jabroni that Johnny Cage met on the dock in the first part of our thing. They all become friends. He's practicing all his little moves in the ring. And in walks Goro, screaming and growling like a mother effer. He cracks all his hands on all of his arms. He's got 4 big, gross, like octopus arms. It's just, he's so cool. So now he's kicking Art's ass. Art is scared for his life. Goro's beating him up, and under the instruction of Shang Tsung, finish him. So Goro smashes Art. Shang Tsung steals his soul. Flawless victory. Johnny, Sonya, and Lou are devastated by the loss of their friend.
Yeah. So we're devastated by the loss of their friend that nobody knows, and we haven't bothered to introduce in any way, shape, or form to anybody on screen. So as a viewer, we don't care about Art Vandelay getting taken out. There's their Seinfeld reference for this episode. They take down Art Vandelay, and we move on, and they're so distraught, but we haven't even seen them like hang out with this dude at all. Like it feels like they needed to get this in. They didn't know if they'd get another movie. So we're just, let's rush through it. Let's get all the things that'll make people happy. Let's make sure we say the certain lines. I feel like there's so much content there that if in kind of like somebody took it with a little more soul, I think you could have taken it in a direction, because you're naming stuff from the game where I'm like, well, that's what I want to see. That's what I need to see in this movie. But yeah, I didn't get why they were so upset about this guy. And also, what a weird move, the soul to the
eyeball.
Not a fan of that. And then this room full of just a bunch of buff dudes, no shirts, but they all got like headdress things on, or like,
and lots of baby oil.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a weird club. I'm not going there.
Sonya and the crew are grilling Raiden. How the hell are we going to defeat this behemoth and this sorcerer? Raiden's like, they can all be beaten. You can overcome. There's always a way. The only thing holding you back is your fear. Face your fear and you could conquer it.
I was like, man, this guy, this Raiden, this weird snake talky guy, your own fear. He has like the worst voice ever.
I mean, I never watched Highlander, but I think he's Highlander from the show Highlander.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm almost positive in Highlander he talks the exact same way.
In my notes I have he's like a bootleg Jedi or like a reject from Lord of the Rings. He's just like
he's
chilling.
The god of thunder and lightning, and he kicks your ass in the video game.
I guess
the movie version of Raiden, I feel like, is way different than the video game version.
He's not very cool in the movie.
He tells Johnny he's afraid he's a fake, so you'll rush into any fight. You will fight foolishly and you will lose. He tells Sonya she's afraid to admit she needs help. If you don't trust, you will lose. He walks away, but Lou wants to know what his fortune is. You fear your own destiny. You're not responsible for your brother's death. Every fighter is responsible for their own destiny. Your brother knew this. Why don't you? Despair is the greatest fear of all. I know this. So does Shang Tsung. He could see it in your soul and use your fear against you. You must be prepared. Shang Tsung, man, I ban Villain Hall of Fame for me. Shang Tsung, definitely.
Yeah, fear leads to hate. Hate leads to anger. Anger leads to suffering. This is like a bootleg Yoda over here, but he's like a weird close talker though. He's all up on Sonya talking. He's got to be spitting all over them when he's talking with that snake voice, Shawn. There's no way he's not. Liu Kang is so much cooler than Raiden. So much cooler than Raiden. And I dare to say Johnny Cage is a little bit cooler than Raiden too. Not much, but a little bit cooler.
The movie star versus the thunder god. Lou's meditating. He sees Shang Tsung kill his brother, and he's shocked out of his meditation. Sonya and Johnny are figuring out who's going to kill Goro. Johnny wants to do it and finish this. He doesn't want Sonya to die like Art, but Johnny's got a plan.
Yeah, this is like the budding love affair with the two of these. We get this like sunset beach moment. And then I'm like, when I'm thinking about it, Shawn, my brain goes to like, where do they sleep at night? Because this is presumably over a period of time. So they have like rooms? Like, are they furnished
Yeah, I think
rooms?
it's like
Do
the
they,
menu where like all the chefs sleep there. It's like they just have like Mortal Kombat like bunk beds.
you think they're nice? You think they're not with other fighters? You can't trust the other fighters. They got to have their own rooms.
Yeah, probably. No, they're probably. I mean, I would think they're nice enough. This island is beautiful. Looks very well catered. Every room is super sick. I'm sure there's probably not much electricity. I'm sure Johnny Cage is bummed about his room, but I think
Mhm.
everybody else is okay with it.
Yeah.
Johnny meets up with Shang and he challenges Goro. Shang is amused by this, says Johnny is a foolish hero. He tells him his friends are gonna die too, but Johnny doesn't want to hear it. Shang makes a deal with Johnny. If he gives him Goro, Shang can select anyone he wants to fight, anywhere he wants to fight them for the final battle, and Johnny agrees.
So explain this to me, Sean. This tournament makes absolutely no sense to me. Are there brackets? Is it just rando people
In
fighting
the
rando people at
game,
rando times?
yes. In this movie, apparently not.
Yeah, they just now we're making a new rule. It's like we're just winging it. There's no like I could have used a chart or a graph that said like, round one is this, right? Like these series of fights, and if you beat this person, you move on to the right. That'd be more like the game.
Yes.
Yeah, this seems so random to me for
Yes.
what's like a
They
tournament.
stray kind of left with this one.
Yeah.
But Raiden interrupts. He doesn't like this deal. It's too late. Shang Tsung says, as you say, a deal's a deal.
Mm.
Raiden asks Johnny, what have you done? Johnny's had enough. It's Mortal Kombat, his choice, his fight. He walks away, and Raiden stands there and smiles to himself. Finally, at least one of them is understood. Now Raiden's stoked.
Oh, Raiden shows up to the scene, Sean, and he's just like, I wrote in my notes here. He comes straight out of the bathroom. He looks like he's got slippers on and everything. He's just
Toilet
chilling.
paper on his foot.
He just sidles up to people when they least suspect it, and then he's there and then doles it out. But he doesn't do much of anything. He gives them like some guidance, but I don't know. I feel
He's
like
not
I needed
fighting
this.
like he fights in the game.
I would feel like I needed to see this guy fight, and then you're like, oh, that's why,
Yeah.
yeah.
And all he does is like flip Liu Kang that one time and then do his little lightning eyes, and we're supposed to just assume that he's the badass of badasses. But yeah, it would have been cooler to see him like in the friggin' game, like he goes right up to you and picks you up and like electrocutes the shit out of
See,
you.
yeah, there you
So
go. Give
sick.
me some of that.
But here comes Goro, ready to eat Johnny Cage alive, screaming his ass off. Big ass monster, practical effect, badass. He's real. Goro is alive, right in front of your face. I love it. Here comes Johnny, sunglasses on, total badass. Goro snatches the glasses and crushes them. So Johnny goes, just like in his original movie in the beginning, let's dance. He does his classic move from the game where he does a split and punches Goro in his nuts.
Oh my god. So a couple of things. One, I started cracking up right away. The whole family started laughing right away.
I mean, that's
And
the
it,
intended purpose, I think.
right? A groin punch, but his low blow. So that's from the game. So
Yep.
I was looking that up because I was curious, and it was in the game, and it says it does, but it stuns the opponent. Doesn't work on female characters. It says
correct.
And then it says it's executed, Sean, by pressing block and low punch at the
Probably.
same time.
Probably.
Is how you do it. But my question to you is anatomically, what's his name? Prince Goro?
Goro, yeah.
Yeah. How many groins does he have?
I was going to say, I think Johnny hurt his hand punching Goro in his 4 dicks or whatever he's got under there.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was wondering about that.
I mean, he's got to have like 8 balls then, right?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like,
it's hard to miss.
He goes to a split, and then he goes boom, and then he's not our hero because that's like a cheat move, Sean. He's cheating.
But he does it in the game, so it's part of so it's not completely unheard of for Johnny Cage to do something like that.
We make this incredible animatronic character only for it to have the weakest fight in the entire movie.
They do a little battling right here.
Barely.
Johnny runs
Barely.
off. Goro chases him. Johnny ends up on a cliff. Here comes Goro, and boy, is he pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
He walks out of this tunnel, and Johnny goes, "Those were $500 sunglasses, asshole." And then the two battle it out, like, but the camera goes like far away, so you could like barely kind of see them, but they're fighting. It's great.
It's so fast. It's
He whoops
barely
Goro's. It is. He quickly knocks Goro off a cliff and looks over to see Goro hanging on the edge, like Hans Gruber.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny delivers his own yippee-ki-yay motherfucker, a callback to the very beginning of this movie where he goes, "This is where you fall down." Classic. And Goro falls off the cliff, dead.
So the guy with 4 arms, who's like this beast, he can't find one arm to hold on to something.
He was
Like,
holding on to a little
conceivably.
twig like Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, exactly. Conceivably, he could be holding on while he punches him in the face because he's got he's got 4 arms. Yeah, I thought this was the weak sauce there for Goro to go out like that, Sean. I thought we would get something like epic and Johnny would be injured. Maybe his hair would even be messed up. He's just in like slacks and a button down shirt and he just like,
Didn't even break a sweat.
yeah, like I wanted more from this character.
They did the best they could with Goro. Rest in peace, Goro. You did a great job. Off in the distance, Sonya screams. Shang has her and challenging her to battle. Takes her through a portal to the Emperor's castle in the wastelands of Outworld. Raiden cannot follow, but Liu and Johnny can.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny asks if Sonya can beat Shang Tsung. Raiden's like, nope. Says there's one more rule, and Liu says Sonya has to accept the challenge or there can be no final combat.
He's just like, hey, he's such a coward, this Raiden. He's like, can he beat him? No. I can't go there either.
I'm not allowed. Raiden is impressed with Liu Kang's knowledge, tells him he has nothing more to teach him. You have the knowledge, you just need the willpower. We see Reptile, Shang Tsung's goon, blending into the rocks. He sneaks into the tunnel where the guys are headed. Raiden tells Liu and Johnny, in Outworld, if they look hard enough, they will find another guide.
And in Outworld, Sean, these establishing shots were filmed in an abandoned steel mill outside Los Angeles, where they also shot the ending of Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Sick.
So maybe reminiscent of that. This is all really cool here. We're gonna get the Gumby lizard shows up and then does some stuff.
Reptile, he's a hidden character. Look to La Luna. It's a reference to the first video game.
Nice.
Johnny and Liu Kang get transported to Outworld. There's another sick-looking game level. There's these awesome statues, like the ribs are caved in, and there's stuff inside the bodies.
Very
like
cool. Outworld's very cool.
Petrified corpses, yeah. These statues kind of look like Freddy Krueger. They're holding their arms out at their sides. Each hand is holding a candle. It looks badass. Very Mortal Kombat level looking. I don't know if this is a level in Mortal Kombat, but it looks like one.
It's very silly because he says like head to the tower, and I wrote in my notes, head to the tower or the path lit with torches. There's literally torches straight down a path. Like, which way should we walk? Let's walk right down this path with torches here.
Well, Johnny is less than thrilled because he hates it here. The place is beat up. It's in ruins, sort of like Escape from New York kind of vibe going on. There's people scurrying around. Liu senses something. He walks over to a wall and reaches out and grabs Reptile out of the wall. Swiping, it's thrashing. Liu throws the creature into a body of one of the statues, and all these tentacles come out of the statue like the Thing and pull the creature into the statue. The eyes glow bright red. The statue morphs into Reptile, the character in the game.
So he's a reptile, and then he becomes just a regular fighting dude. So this is his human form, Sean?
So in the game, there is no lizard form. It's just a guy who's dressed like Sub-Zero, but instead of being blue, he's just green. But yes, he spits acid. So like under the mask, instead of being a ninja, he's like a mutant who spits acid.
Except 2 things. One, he's another Teenage Mutant Ninja that we have in this. It's very Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the special effects when the Thing comes out and the tentacles. But also, Sean, correct me if I'm wrong. A fight is about to ensue, and he is not going to spit one drop of acid.
Does he? No.
No,
He
not
does.
one.
He only spits it when he's in reptile form, I guess, in the movie.
Yeah,
That's a
which is
bummer.
weird, right? Like
Yeah.
if you have that as a skill, and now here on out, every fight is longer and more bombastic than the one with the
This
prince.
fight is awesome. It's a gnarly battle. They got this techno music. This is top notch filming we got going on here. The boys are kicking each other's ass. Reptile looks nasty. They're fighting in this room that looks like another Mortal Kombat level. All these statues are around them. There's fire in the background. The place is like a beat up temple or something. It just looks awesome. They're fighting. They're whooping each other's ass. Then Liu Kang does the bicycle kick, which is his move in Mortal Kombat 2, which is so sick. When across the whole screen he goes and does this bicycle kick, and he does it in the movie, and it's so nasty. It's so friggin' cool.
And did you know about this code in this scene, Shawn?
No, what's the code?
So there's this MK3 code. So it's a Mortal Kombat 3 code. So there's symbols, 6 symbols carved into the wall in sequence. Question mark, Goro, MK logo, question mark, Goro, MK logo. It's the combat code for Mortal Kombat 3, which was coming out in the arcades around the time that this movie comes out. And if you enter this code on the versus screen, you'll randomly switch characters during the fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I love. They do this in the new Mortal Kombat that came out too. They put like codes in the wall and shit. It's just fun. It's cool. It's nerdy. After the bicycle kick, Reptile goes back into the statue he came out of, and then like turns back into Reptiles, who starts trying to like crawl out of this thing. And there's bugs and little roaches and.
Why? Why are there bugs?
I mean, he's a reptile. His reptiles grow as bugs. It's Amazon.
They don't have anything to do with bugs.
I mean, the reptiles eat bugs. Maybe it's all the bugs he's been eating. Maybe it's just all of his insides.
Do
Maybe
reptiles eat bugs? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Like
I used to have a chameleon and I used to feed it crickets and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but yeah. So maybe it's made out of bugs. Who knows?
Yeah, I had a
either way.
Either way, none of those bugs. There weren't any crickets. They were all like worms and
and it's just gotta look grosser. It's all movie effect. But Liu Kang walks over, steps on Reptile, kills his ass, spilling even more bugs everywhere. So here comes Katana strutting along, tells Liu Kang he's finally learning. She just shows up.
She just shows up and they're like, here I go again on my own. She's just standing there with the light shining on her and everything. Makeup and hair is perfect.
He has what happened here out in Outworld. She tells him the same thing that's going to happen in your world unless you stop it. So her dad used to rule Outworld. His warriors lost 10 Mortal Kombats. So the Emperor invaded, killed her parents, and adopted her. She says Outworld was beautiful before Shang Tsung engineered its destruction. Engineering destruction is a sick band name. Liu doesn't know how he's going to be the one to save them all, but Katana believes in him. He will face 3 challenges: his enemy, himself, and his worst fear. Up in Shang Tsung's tower, we got that Veronica Vaughn, Sonya Blade, who's also in Billy Madison, chained up, looking like she's in a Motley Crue video.
Shawn. When we do the milk, I should be like, this, my friends, leads me to my wackiest moment in the film right here. Sonya, straight out of a Poison video. They give her a new outfit. They teased her hair. Is there a hairstylist there? What's going on? Very reminiscent of Return of the Jedi, where Princess Leia is, captured by the Ewoks, and suddenly she's got a dress that fits, and they've braided her hair. But this hair is like teased out. She's barefoot in a new outfit, chained up. They really needed to buy like an 80s hair metal band song for this scene, like to just have the wind blowing her hair back. This was absolutely for me, in a movie full of absurd moments, this is one of the most absurd moments.
Listen, Shang Tsung is a fan of hair metal, clearly. And he was like, do her up like the Poison video.
Yeah, it's just like, look what the cat dragged in. Isn't that the poison? Is that poison?
Yes, yes.
We don't have to add that.
No, I'm good with that. This is, they were okay. All these druids show up holding torches. It's this big ass room with the Mortal Kombat dragon logo in the floor. It's pretty badass. It's another cool looking level. I don't think this is in the game. Actually, I mean, I think there's a level where there's the Mortal Kombat symbol on the floor. I don't think this is it, but this is also a combination of another level, which I'll explain soon.
And so are these guys, in my notes I had, these the Shadow Priests from Mortal Kombat 2?
Oh, I don't even know what the hell a Shadow Priest is.
Yeah, there were these Shadow Priest guys in Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, I don't even know. That was beyond what. Yeah, maybe they were one of the background dudes or something.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, this looks very much like a Testament album cover.
Yes. Yeah, with the yes.
Yeah, like Souls of Black or something. Maybe we should put a Testament song on the Spotify playlist.
I agree.
You know, I had Alex Skolnick played our booth once at Comic-Con.
Sick.
Do you remember that?
I was not there when that happened.
Yeah. He sat in the booth and played for a while. But anyway,
shout out to Testament. Shout out to Chuck Billy. Shang Tsung shows up. Sonya tells him she's not going to fight him. He tells her if she don't fight, she forfeits the tournament and the portal will open for the Emperor to take over. She says her friends will come, but Shang Tsung doubts it. A druid takes off his hood and it's Johnny Cage. He says, we're already here. Our heroes.
Yay.
Liu is there along with Katana as well. Shang challenges Johnny. No. Liu steps up, tells Shang Tsung, I am Liu Kang, descendant of Kung Lao. I challenge you to Mortal Kombat. Do you accept?
Oh, I wrote in my notes, I am Liu Kang. I have 65 abs. I challenge you. He just busts out of that robe, hair flowing, ready to go.
And here we go. The soundtrack kicks in. Good versus evil. Hero versus big bad. Liu Kang versus Shang Tsung. This is it. Hans Gruber versus John McClane. We are ready. Epic. Liu is whooping some ass. Shang Tsung starts summoning the souls of 1,000 dead warriors. Liu whoops all their asses. Is that all you've got, sorcerer?
Weak warriors. Oh my God. These guys pop out and he just hits them all once. They fall
like
down.
Foot Clan members.
Yeah, these are Foot Clan members, but they just fall down. Are they dead? I don't know what happened. One shot and they're like, boom, out like a light on the ground. But these guys, and also like this guy is a big cheater, this Shang Tsung guy. He's always cheating and I don't like it, Sean.
That's why he's the big bad. That's our Master Shredder. We're talking Shredder versus Shang Tsung here. Woo! Man, I love these epic battles. Shang Tsung tells Liu he can see into his soul and you will die. Liu runs up the steps to where Shang Tsung is. He grabs Shang Tsung, and when he turns around, Shang morphs into his dead brother.
Oh, and he falls for it for a second. That's silly. It's like for a second he like has to snap himself out. We literally see him morph, and it takes him a little while.
It takes him by surprise. He's just caught off guard. He doesn't. I don't think he fully believes.
Can I ask you a question, Sean?
Yes.
I'm confused. So they say face yourself. What does that mean? Because he says something like, "Oh, I already did it," and then they just move on to the destiny part.
Yeah.
What did he do?
Yeah, he just walked up the steps when she said face yourself. And then
was there
when
a
he got
missing
up to
scene or something?
Maybe,
like did there something get cut out? Because he never accomplished two
himself.
He just there wasn't even like a mirror. Like he didn't. I think I was looking it up, but like in the game, doesn't Liu Kang fight himself in the game?
I think everybody fights. You have to fight yourself once in the game.
But doesn't he morph to him and he fights him? Was there something with that?
I mean, no. I mean, not specifically. I mean, Shang Tsung could turn into the character that you are. He could turn into anybody in the game. So
wouldn't that make more sense if he turned into himself and he fought himself and then he faces himself? I feel like something was missing there. He was like, "Oh, I did it. I did that one. Mom, I already did my homework."
Check it off.
Just goes on to the next one.
But as he's sitting there trying to process his dead brother, these spikes come out of the ground. So in the game, the level with the spikes in the bottom is the pit where you could uppercut your enemy and they fall all the way down into the pit. When they get down there, you see all these other like dead bodies hanging off fucking spikes. Sick.
There's nothing on these spikes are clean. They just gently
Yes.
push through some tinfoil that's on
Tinfoil,
the
yeah.
floor.
Yeah.
On the floor. These spikes could have used like Indiana Jones, like they could have used some skulls on them or some bones come up to or bits of something. Yeah.
A little gruesomeness, yeah, because in the game there's a lot of gruesomeness, but I think the pit changes in each level. I think in the second game, like it's just an empty like stone like floor, so you just fall all the way down and like you explode when you hit the floor. Such a sick game. Chan tells Lou, "Come with me. I forgive you for letting me die." And that snaps Lou out of it. Chan chose his own path. Every man is responsible for his own destiny. Shang Tsung killed my brother. Chan morphs back into Shang Tsung and pissed off, he goes, "You're mine."
In trouble now.
The two begin kicking ass. Shang's got the upper hand. He picks up Lou and says, "The chosen one." Lou gets up and finally believes, "I am the chosen one."
Wait, I thought the chosen one was Anakin Skywalker. I'm totally confused. This Jedi in this movie lied to us. He's picking two bootleg Qui-Gon Jinn in there. Is picking two different people for the chosen one. It's messed up, Shawn.
Shang goes in for some strikes, but kind of like Neo in the Matrix when he realizes he's the one. Whoa, spoiler alert for our Matrix episode. Who am I, Charlie? Lou starts blocking all of Shang Tsung's strikes. All these souls begin flying out of Shang's face. They have risen against Shang Tsung, kind of like Freddy in one of the wacky ass sequels when like the souls in his body start like coming out and like making him explode.
It's also like kind of like Raiders of the Lost Ark when they open the Ark of the Covenant, and Ghostbusters, similar to Ghostbusters too.
There's a lot of influence in this movie. All the best movies has come. It all accumulates to Mortal Kombat.
It culminated with Mortal Kombat. Okay.
Shang makes one last desperate attempt, but Lou kicks his ass. All those souls, and you still don't have one of your own. I pity you, sorcerer. Surrender. It's over. Shang Tsung, total badass. Save your pity for the weak. He goes to fight Lou, but Lou whoops his ass. And finally, he charges up and shoots a fireball, his move in the game, at Shang Tsung.
How? How's that possible? Isn't he just a regular human?
He's learning his powers.
Yes.
He's learning how to use the Force.
Oh God, here we go.
He knocks Shang Tsung to the spikes below, dead. His body immediately rots away, and this enormous beam of light shoots out of him, freeing all of the trapped souls.
And they all float up, Shawn, with arms wide open. Every single one of them floating up. And I think you've got to add that to the Madness Spotify.
If you have added so many wacky songs to this,
but they're all floating up with their arms out like this. Whee!
Out walks Chan, the real Chan, to reconnect with his brother Lou. The two embrace. One day we will be reunited. Till then, my spirit is always with you. Go in peace, my brother. Not a dry eye in the house. This is Splinter over the blue flame talking to the turtles. This is Grammy Award winning stuff here.
How do you hug somebody's soul?
He can humify into form and then go back into soul form.
Yeah, this movie is like if you took episode 1 of Phantom Menace and combined it with the absurdity of Rise of Skywalker into one movie and didn't bother to explain any of I Am Your Father stuff in the middle or any of that stuff. Those two movies combined is Mortal Kombat.
Great movie. Chan walks into the beam of light. Lou is happy. He looks down at his friends and says, "Let's go home."
Oh,
great happy ending. Everything is great. Everyone is happy, celebrating. We got Samara out of the well. It's okay. Everything's fine. There's Raiden waiting for all of them, smiling. Lou goes to Raiden, "I guess you knew this would happen." And Raiden goes, "I didn't have a clue." Raiden, he's such a trickster.
Raiden's the worst, and there's just a bunch of kids running around, little kids.
Everyone's happy.
Like,
they're waving flags.
They're all in white shirts.
Everybody's celebrating. This is a time for
blue and white flags. And then we've got weird Raiden, who shouldn't be in charge of this daycare at all. I don't think he's a weird dude.
He's telling our heroes they did great. They walk up to the temple, and immediately the sky turns black and lightning strikes.
Mm.
What can be happening? Bow to me. Liu Kang looks shook. What is it? Raiden says, the Emperor. Uh-oh, we forgot about our Emperor. The goddamn temple explodes. And there's this enormous image in the sky or coming out of the temple, I don't know, of Shao Kahn looking like Skeletor from Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, it's a big Wizard of Oz moment, or it's like Galactus has finally showed up. But the reason we forgot about the Emperor, Shawn, is because they barely even talked about him. He barely
He's
even.
got 5 or 6 mentions in this movie.
Yeah, but it's much like Star Wars. In the first movie, they mention the Emperor, but then we get the Emperor in the second movie.
So you do this in this
Yeah.
second heaping pile of trash that I feel is the sequel to this movie. You do get Shao Kahn, who is
I need to
bad in
see.
Mortal
Is it
Kombat 2.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation? Right.
I guess.
I need to see this movie.
Oh, it's not good, and you want to tell me that this movie's bad? No, this movie's great. The sequel to this is terrible. But anyway, Shao Kahn's like, you weak, pathetic fools, I've come for your souls. Raiden's eyes glow with his lightning powers, and he goes, I don't think so. They all get in their fighting positions. The goddamn greatest theme known to mankind kicks back in. Both sides of the screen close up like doors. The Mortal Kombat Dragon logo in the middle. The end. One of the GOAT's greatest of all time. Mortal Kombat 1995. That's it. We did it. You voted for it. We put the voting poll up and you voted for it. But I can't help but notice all of you who actually voted for this movie are being super silent about it. Because I've been getting ragged, tagged, and dragged by everybody about this movie. And I'm wondering, where the hell is everyone who voted for this movie sticking up for me? Why is everybody ganging up on me? Even Psycho Ninja. I thought this was going to be our Ninja Turtles bonding moment, and he's dragging my ass. So I want to know, where's everyone who voted for this movie? Please let me know if you enjoyed this movie as much as I did on the socials at In Madness Pod. Hit us in the mail sack, inmadnesspod@gmail.com, which we will jump into in our next movie. But this is a piece of my childhood. It is untouchable. I've said it a million times. A sequel is bad. You want to talk about a bad movie? Talk about that movie. Do not talk about this movie. It friggin' rocks. Mortal Kombat rules as a property, as a game, as a 1995 movie. I've said my piece. Fuck off.
Oh, Shawn coming out swinging. That fight lasted longer than the one with the Prince. Go-Ro. But
how do you feel about Mortal Kombat? Have I turned you? No. I feel like the first part of this movie was way more compelling than the second part of this movie.
I enjoy going through these films with you and your lens and your enjoyment for it. Nobody can take that enjoyment away from you. Nobody. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No amount of actual logic should get in the way of somebody enjoying something. It's not fun when you peel too many layers back on the onion. The problem with this movie is you don't have to peel very far, and it kind of like starts to fall apart a little on you. But I am happy to have seen this movie. I could have gone the rest of my life without seeing it, and the fact that we have this podcast means not only do I get to see it, but like I learned about, like I feel like I know more about, like I honestly I want to play the game Mortal Kombat now. I really do. I want to play
first 3. They're just golden. MK1, 2, and 3, but like that feeling of like it being 92 and you're in the arcade playing it, that's,
well, I mean, I don't
recreate that, but
I can't recreate that. I mean, it looks like
let's go to
Barcade
Barcade.
out there.
They got all the Mortal Kombats at Barcade, and we'll go have some drinks and play some Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, the game will be fun. I'm sure the game is a lot of fun, and you'll get to do things that you can't do in the movie. Is this, Shawn, the best video game adapted
movie adaptation? I mean, I'm gonna put it up there in my top 3. What can be other ones? I don't even know. I would have
Let's put that out there to everybody.
Yeah.
Answer that question for us. Let us know if this is the best one ever.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot.
What are other ones?
Like
I mean,
Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I wasn't a big Tomb Raider. Even on the console, I wasn't big. I never had PlayStation, so I wasn't a big Tomb Raider. And I didn't buy into the Angelina Jolie thing. Like I was like, whatever. Everyone's like, but her boobs, and it's like, no, I'm not a big Tomb Raider guy. What other? There was Resident Evil, but I don't think I loved any of those either. There was Street Fighter with the late great Gomez Adams. Yeah, damn. I'm trying to think of other games that became movies, but I mean, Mortal Kombat was the shit. Super Mario Brothers, no, that was so bad.
So let us know. Reach out to us.
Yeah.
Tell us if this is your favorite. If it's not, what is your favorite? So, Shawn, for the next episode, we're doing an Inside Madness.
Correct.
And I believe for the episode following that, we may be having another Inside Madness too. We've got some shifting going on.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to line up a big guest, and hopefully this works out, and we'll have them on. And then the movie after this, we already know. We've already told you.
We teased it. We teased a little bit.
Do your homework, folks.
Yeah.
Do your homework.
And then I'm hoping, so I've put you through Ninja Turtles. I've put you through Mortal Kombat. Have you started thinking about, after our next movie, what movie you're going to decide to pitch?
I mean, I think you could answer that question if I started thinking about it already.
You have not. You have not. Yeah, it will be Vertebrae's choice, but that's in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like month from now. So we got a lot.
I got plenty of time to think about it, and the next film will be awesome. The next Inside Madness will be awesome. I appreciate everyone listening to us, everyone following along. Go hit that Amazon store that we have. Like it. You can just like the store and go back and check. There's movies, records, books, special collections, mugs. Shawn, there's a mugs category there too. They're not all the mugs I have, but I did find that cow mug on there. So you can buy that one there. And I'm Vertebrae33. I don't do this on a lot of episodes on all the socials. I have shirts at Hot Topic and all Hot Topic stores. I have some new merch coming out at Hot Topic in August, potentially even more new merch coming in Hot Topic in September. And then we hit Comic-Con. So we're going to fly through July. We're going to have cool stuff in August, cool stuff in September, and then we're going to have our explosive episode or possibly episodes around Comic-Con time as well.
We're already planned through the fourth quarter, baby.
So we're over 2.5 years now doing this. So pretty awesome.
Goddamn right. We've taken you on a wild ride through an array of great movies. I mean, honestly, if there's any movie we've covered that you haven't seen, I mean, you really should see it. No matter how wacky or bizarre you may think it is, we cover them all for a reason.
Yep.
These are little pieces of art. These are little gems that you could just, we're not asking much from your life. It's not 8 hours of an episodic series. We're talking about 90 minutes to 2 hours of these classic movies. I can't believe we already did Jaws and Halloween and Alien. It's just the compendium.
And just wait, Shawn. August, Alien Earth comes out. So we're going to have to start talking about Alien Earth as well. And I don't know how they drop. I got to look and see whether it's weekly or not.
I'm sure it's going to be by the week. I'm sure they're not going to do it all at the same time. It's FX usually. So if it's like a network thing, they usually do it one at a time.
That's good. That'll work for us. And that'll work for me in general to be able to see it. But yep, this is going to be, we're headed into enjoy your summer, kids, and buckle up because we've got plans from the next episode on, and hope of some of them come through, and they're going to be very, very cool things.
We're dipping into the mail sack there. We got a couple of 100,000 in there right now, and I'm still waiting on a couple of 100,000 more. So make sure you get them in because we are dipping into the mail sack in the next episode. And then I don't know, we're just going to discuss a couple things, whatever we do for Inside Madness, whatever's hot going on at the moment in time that we are doing it. I'd like to thank you very much for listening. And with that, we will see you next week for episode 121 of In Madness Pod.